Hi guys, this is Fran for Wonderful Wednesdays. Today I want to talk about eating disorder relapse prevention. And at first I want to say that there is a difference between like a sleep and a real relapse. Sometimes you can slip back into a behavior, but it doesn't mean that you're relapsing. You know, it can happen to any one of us, but it's up to you to make that decision whether you're gonna listen to that voice again and keep on doing that behavior, or you are gonna say stop. Like a while ago it happened to me that I lost some weight, not on purpose, but then I decided to weigh myself. Bad idea, because then when I saw that my weight was going down on the scale, I thought, my eating disorder thought, like, why don't I come back and, just make Fran lose more and more weight, because then I'm gonna have my space again in her body. And that could be a sleep, like getting that voice back in my head, but I didn't relapse because I didn't listen to that voice, so that can happen. Or like sometimes you can have like one binging and purging episode after like months, and then you stop that. It happened once and then you stop that. It's a sleep. It's not a full relapse. I always put the recovery process as a stairway. Like you go up the stairs, and one day you can go down one step. That doesn't mean that you went all the way down. You're just one step below where you were before, but you're still like much higher than where you started. So just keep on going. You're gonna get to the end eventually. So I hope I made myself clear. So I divided like the relapse prevention plan in three parts. The first one is like, once you are committed to recovery and you are really serious about not relapsing, you need to do three things. The first thing is reducing negative influences. By that I mean, don't look at magazines like Star, People magazine and stuff like that. They love putting celebrities that are underweight on the covers. They like, all this. They want to get publicity, and like they love talking about people that are losing weight, and they have all these ads about how to lose weight and these magic pills and everything like that. And like the diet industry really makes a lot of money, especially in America. I've been here for a year and a half now, and I'm amazed with like all the ads and everything that we are bombarded every day with. It's insane. It's ridiculous. And if you're not in a safe place right now, avoid looking at those magazines. Don't look at them, even if you see them at your drugstore or something like that. Just don't make eye contact. That can be really triggering, and that can push you back into old habits. So don't do that. TV shows, same thing. Even Entertainment Tonight and stuff, they love gossiping about, like bodies and stuff like that. And unfortunately, the image that the TV sells is not something healthy. They are selling things that are not good, that are not attainable in a healthy way. So don't do that. Scales, I know it's hard to be away from scales, but it's necessary to be away from them. That number is not going to tell you anything. Like, really, it's not going to tell you anything. So, don't even, like, for at least until you are in a safe place. And even if you are after that, it's just like, as it happened to me, like, I didn't listen to the voice, but the voice came back to my head once the voice saw that number. It was just like, I can get back there and I can do my stuff. Well, it's not gonna happen, because I'm not gonna let the voice get back, and like my eating disorder it's not gonna go to sleep. It's gonna die inside of me. I don't want that. My eating disorder doesn't rule this body. Like I'm in control now. So it's hard thing. Like, don't have scales at home, and stay away. Mirrors, like, if you're having a bad body image day, don't look at yourself in the mirror. Don't do that. It's gonna make things even worse. And we all have bad body image days, even I'd have bad body image days. So don't avoid mirrors at all, don't look at that. Just don't look at that. Friends, it's necessary if you're not having a good day and you know that you have friends don't that talk about diets and stuff and that they want to lose weight and blah blah blah, like, you need to avoid them. It doesn't mean that you can't be friends with them anymore, but just for that moment and for that period of your life, avoid them. And of course, gym, don't even think about walking into the gym because that's really triggering. And like, anything that you see that can be a negative influence for you, just stay away from that. The second part, I would say, is consuming regular meals. If you have a meal plan, try to follow that as much as you can. And this is important because you may think maybe it's a lot of food, you're not hungry at that time, I need to have a snack at 4 o'clock and I'm not hungry. But the meal plan is designed that way, with 3 meals, 3 snacks, because that way you are not gonna get like completely hungry. And like, once you have an eating disorder, if you are into the restricting mode and you feel hungry, maybe your eating disorder is gonna start liking that feeling, the power of hunger, and it's gonna be easier for you to slip back to starving yourself. If you are into the binging purging cycle and you skip a meal, you're gonna get so hungry for the next meal that you're gonna overeat, and then your urges to purge are gonna be bigger. So try to stick to your meal plan. I know it's hard, I know it is. Sometimes you think, why the hell did my dietitian put this in my meal plan? I hate her. Well, you don't hate her, and she doesn't hate you. She's not playing against you, She just wants to help you, and she knows what's the best for you. You are not at this point, you are not able to decide what is the best for you, because that you still have the influence of your eating disorder in your head. So stick to your meal plan. And the third tip is express yourself. And by that, I mean, like, if you are not feeling good, let that out somehow. We know that we use the eating disorder as the voice that we don't have most of the times. The fact of purging through vomiting or through exercising or, anything, it's most of the times is just getting rid of feelings that we cannot express some other way. So if you have feelings inside of you, just find healthy ways of letting them out of your system. It can be like talking to a friend, call a friend or meet this friend for coffee and talk. If you want to cry out loud. If you are ashamed of doing that in public, go to a room and cry until you are done crying. You can journal, you can write poetry, you can put some loud music and dance, sing aloud. Just find a way, do some artwork, draw, do some collage, find a way to express your feelings. If you have a therapist, you can write an email. That therapists, they don't mind reading emails. You can write like a book for them. It's a good way, it's a good exercise to express the feelings. You can even write to us at Fighting for Hope. You can write to my personal channel, To Dream is a Gift. I love reading messages, and I try to reply as much as I can. Sometimes it takes me a while, but I'll get back to you. So just let that out in a healthy way. All the feelings are genuine, and it's okay for you to feel them. So just express yourself somehow. And yeah, I hope that helps. I know that this time of the year is kind of hard for people that live in the north hemisphere because it's summer, so we are exposed. And for Americans, this coming weekend is kind of hard as well because it's 4th of July, so a lot of festivities and celebrations and stuff. But yeah, just find your way of preventing relapses and count on us always. Right, guys? I hope you have an amazing 4th of July. Enjoy your weekend, enjoy your holiday, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Take care.